If this video is popping up on your timeline, it means that you've been thinking about going to the psychiatric hospital. So let me give you 3 reasons why this could be the best decision that you ever make in your life. So number 1, if you go to the psychiatric hospital, you're able to receive help in a controlled environment. This means that you have nurses watching over you, you have techs watching over you. If you are at a point where you're not sure if you want to be here anymore or not, you all know what I'm talking about. If you're having those thoughts, sometimes you can have a one-on-one sitter that's right next to you. This person can talk you through decision-making, can help you with those impulsive thoughts, all while you're getting your medications adjusted. So this is a controlled environment where you're able to get help, you're going to groups, you're getting your medications on time, you're being fed on time. You'll be prompted to shower, eat, and get all your basic self-care stuff done. When you're home and you're depressed, it's hard to do anything. You might not shower for weeks. You can go a long time without brushing your teeth. But in this controlled environment, you have somebody reminding you and helping you out. Number 2, going to the psych hospital is probably the fastest way to get your medications adjusted. If you are somebody who has bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, even with depression, you know how difficult it is to get on the right medications. You took Prozac, it didn't work, they put you on Paxil. You took Paxil, didn't work, they put you on Zoloft. That didn't work because they upgraded your diagnosis to bipolar disorder. Then they gave you Seroquel. Then that didn't work, but then they gave you Zyprexa, and that one worked. And they remember that when you were a kid, you took Wellbutrin, and that was helpful. So you combine it with, you see what I'm saying? It's difficult to get on the right medications. And a lot of people lose hope along the way. It takes up to a month sometimes to see the effect of an antidepressant. And getting on the right mood stabilizer can be its own challenge. So, depending on what you have going on, going to the psych hospital gives you a quick way to get your psych meds adjusted. And I believe that inpatient, like in the psych hospital, that's where you should do the heavy lifting, right? You do the heavy lifting, and then once you're discharged, we'll let the outpatient psychiatric providers, they'll make a couple of adjustments here and there, and they'll sprinkle some things in, but the heavy lifting should be done inpatient. And this process will be much faster as opposed to being outpatient and going back and forth with your psych, and you're not getting better and you're getting frustrated, and it just becomes too hard. So this is where inpatient is helpful. And lastly, the third thing that I want to talk about is the fact that when you're at the psych hospital, you're around other people who are also struggling. People who have been through similar trauma, people who have similar stories, people who are doing their best every single day just to stay alive and to have some type of meaning in their life. When you're around these people in groups, or whether you see them in the hallways, it gives you hope that you can make it out of your situation. Sometimes as you're coming in, somebody's leaving, and the person who's leaving is able to tell you about how they got better at the hospital, how they got on the right meds, how they now have a desire to live. Like they want to be around and they have energy, and how this was a good experience for them. And I know that not all people that go to the psych hospital have good experiences. It can be traumatic for some. So I do want to acknowledge that because I'll see it in the comment section. I just feel like being around people who are going through what you're going through and being in an environment where you're not being shamed for who you are and what you struggle with or what's happened to you, and the trauma that you've been through, it's a powerful thing. And some people, you're not supposed to, get into relationships with the psych hospital, and you're not supposed to give out your details, depending on what hospital you go to. But some people make lifelong friends in the hospital. And even though that's not the intention when you come in, that's potentially an added bonus, depending on who you are and where you're at and how hard it is to make friends. So those are 3 reasons why going to the psych hospital can be one of the best decisions that you ever make in your life. I just want you to know that if you're watching this video and if you've made it to this part of the video, we're at the end. And I just want to say that a lot of people care about you, and I'm one of them. Keep going, you got this.